Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Thing drifting in 202 imprint the world absolutely not a chance in something else entirely of business. Oprah coming next once I lay out this as a position of truth. Better believe it graciously. Definitely. Watch God's kin ain't that couple of princes.
Okay, so it seems to be many individuals in the business have something truly unpleasant to say about Oprah. However, Katt Williams' story could possibly be the most out of control of all. Katt and Oprah have had somewhat to and fro that began when he called her out for being hostile to dark and neutralizing individuals of color in the business, while Oprah blamed him for being a critic, and this turned out to be one of the most obviously terrible moves ever in light of the fact that it just made not entirely settled to spill the tea on her, and this opportunity he is accompanying a hard proof to uncover Oprah of pimping out dark craftsmen to enlist UPS to get us to tune in. There's a ton of dramatization happening here, so we should separate it. Gracious, has Oprah been pimping dark craftsmen as a odd Illuminati custom? A few of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own disadvantage. When individuals are against the Illuminati, then they get smacked upside the head constantly. The press despises them and no one enjoys them. Katt Williams has been out of control over the most recent couple of days, spilling the tea on everyone and their mom in Hollywood. And when I tell you all that he has the web and a gag code, listen, I'm completely serious, has consistently against the obscure side of the business. However, it seems as though he is at last uncovering Hollywood superstars for reality that they truly are. Nevertheless, he isn't finished spilling in light of the fact that Oprah Winfrey is his next casualty, and he is uncovering her for attempting to destroy dark specialists in Hollywood. And he isn't just uncovering Oprah, he accompanied receipts for you all. Katt Williams has his eyes put forth on the objective with regards to spilling tea, since it appears as though he's finished with a portion of these modest celebs, like Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey, and he's pursuing after the large wells and hotshots because he simply spills some insane tea on Oprah. Okay, Katt has consistently spoken about Oprah, and several days prior, he discussed how Oprah and Tyler Perry utilized dark craftsmen and how they purposely set off to obliterate them. Oprah has throughout the long term constructed a close to consummate picture for her, and she is viewed as not just perhaps the most impressive person of color in the business yet, in addition, quite possibly the most remarkable person of color on the planet. On a superficial level, she is a humanitarian and a boss for dark causes, since she claims to constantly push dark artists to the front of their professions and assist them with getting by in the business, however troublesome as it very well might be in Hollywood. Yet as per Katt, there is something else to Oprah besides her alleged acts of kindness. In her magnanimous nature, she's everything except altruistic. Katt guaranteed that Oprah does nothing that doesn't serve her, and the reason she professes to be an advanced dark craftsman is that she wants it to assist her with having a perfect picture and advance the deception of her being for people of color. Listen, Katt said it, not I, so don't cover me, you see. Oprah throughout the long term has been blamed for of carrying dark specialists to her show just to humiliate them and make them look terrible deliberately. And she brought up how she did this to Over the Top when she made him look moronic on her show presently. Some time ago, Oprah's show resembled that sacred goal for dark specialists, focusing on grandstand, their most recent undertakings. It was a head out to stage for motion pictures, music, or anything that they had coming up. But at this point, and after reward, Oprah would confuse and choose to place a few craftsmen in a tough situation, and ridiculous ended up in that startling position. Now preposterous was there to discuss the UPA film at the time. However, out of nowhere, Oprah removed a diversion guiding the discussion from the film crash to crazy. His music, all the more explicitly his utilization of the nerd in his verses, now sincerely you. All this was not the hour of the spot to discuss silly is music or doing cross-examination and ridiculous. As not having it, he made that completely clear in an ensuing radio meeting. I was there for an accident for the film, and essentially she expressed something about not concurring with my music, yet she figured I did perfect in the film, and obviously I was up there with the entire cast up. Crash, thus, I didn't really felt like that should have been said. You realize you disagreed with my music, and regardless of whether you try not to concur with specific melodies, I may say you disagree with specific tunes, don't say you simply disagree with all of my music right yet. Hang on close, since that is not where the show finished when Oprah circulated outrageous meeting on her show. She didn't stop with having the extreme inquiries. knows she over-altered the interview to exacerbate him, and certain pieces of Cillia's reaction and strangely disappeared, making a cautiously organized story that painted him and, as a not exactly complimenting light, she had the option to express out loud whatever she said. And afterward I had my counter, and when I saw the last show her comers were in, there was in there yet yours wasn't in there, mine weren't in there. So it just seemed as though I sort of took it wow, like was simply tranquil and did goodness, and I could go on and on about how she treated Monique since Katt, for reasons unknown, has consistently held resentment against Oprah on account of it. Back when Valuable came out, Monique had a significant run-in with Oprah when she attempted to make hay or work for nothing to advance the film. When Monique turned her down, Oprah blew up and got her repudiate from the business. And it has been 15 years, and Monique's profession is as yet striving. Now we as a whole realize these accounts yet concurring to Katt that is not even as terrible as a portion of different things that Oprah has been connected to throughout the years since. Supposing that we realized Oprah would have been dropped quite a while in the past, as per Katt, Oprah's impact with the Met Dia is the explanation that she is gone for such a long time without being engaged with an embarrassment. He guaranteed that she supposedly figured out how to kill a tale about her before it exploded in the media and made her look terrible, and it's not hard to see the reason why she would need to keep things out the media, cuz listen, it would have gotten her dropped. You all won't trust this yet. Computer-aided design directly up blamed her for purportedly being attached to SA Ring. Now Oprah being connected to something like this is fascinating on the grounds that she has been asserting for a really long time to be a backer of SA casualties in the business, and she has turned out enthusiastically for a really long time to cause to notice the issues continuing, or so she guarantees presently. Recollect when she did that meeting where she welcomed Michael Jackson's previous informers, Swim Robson and James Safethrow, on her show, where she made them continue forever about their encounters with Now, this would have been amazing on the off chance that Swim and James hadn't retracted their declarations and rejected that MJ at any point tried them or did anything inappropriate to them. So why in the world did Oprah at any point set up that meeting? Yet what compelled it considerably shadier is the way that when MJ was alive, she used to behave like they were best friends. Yet after he passed, she abruptly projected questions on his inheritance. It's much more terrible when you understand that MJ gave her one of the greatest meetings of her whole vocation when he consented to be evaluated at the Neverland farm. Now Oprah guaranteed that she was attempting to launch a discussion that would ideally prompt more individuals emerging to talk about their reality and discuss what had befallen them. Katt was calling BS on this colloquialism that to discuss paper in the industry, she would have begun with her best friend Harvey Weinstein. 50 Cent additionally called BS on this at the time, saying she doesn't have the foggiest idea why Oprah is pursuing individuals of color. No Harvey Weinstein, no Epstein, just Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons. This is simply miserable. Gil hit R. Kelly with the final knockout narrative. And each time I hear Michael Jackson, I don't know whether the dance would ponder young man, but this narrative is openly sentencing their objectives. It makes them liable till demonstrated blameless. Well, as per Katt, 50 Cent was right at the bat on this in light of the fact that not exclusively was Oprah purportedly mindful of Harvey Weinstein's violations. However, she supposedly assisted him with covering it up and supposedly pimped out additional ladies to him. Being beases with Harvey Weinstein alone was a sufficiently large warning on the grounds that such countless ladies blamed him for saying them remembering a ton of people for the business. So for what reason was Oprah still companions with him? Well, as per computer-aided design, this is on the grounds that Oprah was purportedly associated with the saying exercises to supposedly presently a long-time back English entertainer, Kit and respectable uncovered Oprah and Naomi Campbell for assisting Harvey Weinstein with deceiving her and saw her, which I respect beyond a doubt. He was with Naomi Campbell. He had Oprah Winfrey there with him, who went into the room and was swinging off his arm and just appeared as an exceptionally dear companion. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.